Good morning, Miss Silva. I'm Melanie. It's very nice to meet you.
Good morning. Nice to meet you as well. I'm Bethany. I'm here to talk about my daughter.
Excellent. I see here that you were referred to me by your daughter's pediatrician, Dr. Casey.
Yes, he's been working with my daughter since she was a baby.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there anything specific that you would like to talk about today? Any concerns?
Yes, I don't know quite where to begin though.
Well, if you don't mind, why don't you tell me a little bit about your daughter?
Her name is Jennifer and she's 9 years old and she's in the 4th grade. We have some health concerns though.
Well, she sounds lovely. What are some of your concerns?
Well, we love her for any shape or size, but we're concerned about her weight. That's why Dr. Casey referred us to you, because a weight maintenance intervention might be helpful. I don't want her to be insecure about her weight, but I want her to be healthy.
I see. It sounds to me that you think your daughter's beautiful the way she is, but you're worried about her health and her weight. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, you did. It's just an awkward thing to talk about, and it makes me feel like a bad mom talking about my daughter's weight.
If I may interject just for a moment, I don't feel like I'm sitting across from a bad mom. I only see a good mom that wants the best for her daughter. So please feel free to speak openly about anything that you would like to today.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. What's an even bigger concern of mine is that we have a family history of diabetes and hypertension. I would love some suggestions for what I could do to further prevent these issues from compromising her health.
Sure, I would love to go over that with you. Do you mind if we take this time to review the 24-hour diet recall that you provided?
That would be just fine.
Sure. So thank you for doing this. First and foremost, I think there are a few things that we could work on together. We'll start with breakfast. So breakfast is good, and first of all, it's really great that she's eating breakfast in the first place. I do see that her diet's lacking in whole grains a bit, and I was wondering if maybe we could try to incorporate like some whole grain oatmeal, or maybe get a whole grain cereal that's low in sugar.
Yes, I could look for a whole grain cereal. That'd be just fine.
Great. I also see that lunch is provided at school, so that's a little bit less out of your control. But one thing that we could start with to do is to maybe you or your sister would be able to provide like a healthy after-school snack for when she gets home.
Yes, Jennifer's aunt does live with us, so I could talk with her or her cousin or her sister as well to help prepare an after-school snack.
Oh, great. Another thing to work on is the amount of sugary beverages that she's drinking. I know that I see Kool-Aid here and things like that, and I was wondering if we could just cut that back a bit.
Do you have any alternatives or ideas of what I can give to her? I know she won't drink just water.
Yes, I do actually, and I'll be happy to provide some of those options for you that I think Jennifer would be happy with. I also do have snack options and ideas as well that we could go over together.
Okay, that sounds really informative and helpful. I feel like what I'm currently doing isn't enough.
I certainly don't want you to feel that way. We can take this time to go over sample menus and beverage items for what would be best for Jennifer's likes. There's also ways to sneak in greens and fruits, for example, to her shakes. And I also have like a few tricks up my sleeve to help get kids to eat more vegetables.
All of that sounds really wonderful. Is there anything else besides changes to her diet that I could do?
Yes, I do suggest that Jennifer takes a daily multivitamin just to cover our bases, what might be lacking in her daily diet. Mm-hmm. And there's also great physical like community physical type activities that you and her can discuss to see if she'd like to participate in any of those?
Sure. Now that I think about it, Jennifer does have a bicycle. We can try and go on bike rides once a week, and that can help to increase her physical activity, and we could spend more time together as well.
That's a wonderful idea, and all of these are great options to incorporate. The more time that she spends outside the house doing activities with you or other kids, the less time she'll have to be just sitting in front of the TV at home. So with that said, are there any more questions I can answer for you today?
No, you've been extremely helpful with Jennifer's situation. I'm very thankful Dr. Casey recommended seeing you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I would like to meet with you again in 2 weeks to see how everything's going and to track Jennifer's progress. Ideally, the goal is for her to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week over the next 22 weeks to get her down to that healthy weight. But we can go over how to achieve that in great detail at your next visit.
Great. We'll see you in 2 weeks then. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming in today.